Today in Perth, we've got a tragic accident, a thrilling hunt, and economic rumblings all coming your way. All right, here's where we begin. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark, here in Perth. I'm Dean, your seasoned guide through the ups and downs of local news. First up, let's kick things off with the bang that wasn't. A tragic rollover in Pinjar claimed the young life of 18-year-old Seb Fufus, a heavy diesel mechanic known locally. He was a passenger in an Isuzu Ute that ended up upside down after a nighttime drive on the mudflats. The 19-year-old Neargabi driver now faces serious charges of dangerous driving, occasioning death. You see, as road fatalities stack up this year, already hitting 39 as of April, Acting Road Police Commander Mike Peters is sounding the alarm. Risky driving behaviors, speeding, distraction, intoxication, you name it, they're all playing their part. And here's a bit of a head-scratcher. Mudflats rollover deaths aren't tallied in the broader road toll statistics. Can you believe that? Now, while we grapple with these numbers, the real question remains, how do we curb this trend? With tragic incidents like this, each crash is a call to action. Stronger preventative measures are needed more than ever. Moving on to something with less horsepower, but no less heart-stopping, the Parmelia assault. On Challenger Avenue, a local man needed emergency surgery after being hit in the head with a bottle. Talk about adding insult to injury. The perp is still at large, fashionably dressed, mid-20s to 30s. What's impressive, though, is our victim here managed to reach the hospital without any help. You've got to admire that kind of resilience. Perth's finest are calling for your help. Your tips could get a dangerous character off the streets. This is where community vigilance comes into play. Your eyes, ears, and smartphones can make all the difference. When it comes to keeping our streets safe, every effort counts. Next up, we have an attempted hero's tale from Avali. And no, it's not the latest superhero flick. During a heist at the Thirsty Camel, an elderly customer decided to intervene. Talk about courage. Unfortunately, the masked robbers didn't appreciate the gesture, and the man, aged 74, was attacked. The suspects made off in a black Dodge SUV. Now you've got to admire the bravery, even if it wasn't the wisest choice. Community awareness and a swift police response are invaluable. Knowing you can depend on your neighbors and local constables makes all the difference when chaos walks into town sporting a mask and a bad attitude. And now for something completely different. Let's dive into the swirling pool of politics and finance, the federal budget revelations, special chats about Yemen, and a protest with some real Bob puns in Perth. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers laid down tax cuts as a top-of-mind priority this budget cycle, but the opposition leader thinks some ought to be revised. Meanwhile, amidst U.S. airstrikes on Houthi targets, The Atlantic's Jeffrey Goldberg unearthed secret Yemen war plans via a Signal group chat. Seems a U.S. official forgot how secretive works in the digital age. But back to the local scene. Perth's sweltering under an unusual autumn heat wave, as if Mother Nature decided to have her own hot take, topping 30 degrees Celsius. And Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called an election for May 3rd. As they say, timing is everything. These political maneuvers underscore that responsible action is key to reflecting public welfare. No room for sugarcoating here, as citizens gear up to vote amidst budget debates and climate challenges. Last up, let's address an urban jungle. The West Karinyup Towers development is bulldozing forward, leaving the city of Stirling upset over parking woes. The development was approved back in August 2022, but the city's recent request to plan for worsening traffic got a thumbs down. With this $300 million project promising 253 apartments, it brings a new level of congestion to match. Interesting tidbit, the Karinyup Shopping Center already had the second riskiest car park in Perth. More cars, more stories of bumper-to-bumper anecdotes. Comprehensive urban planning needs to look beyond the tower's shadow. It should nurture a symphony of well-thought-out developments respecting our community's future livelihood, not just today's skyline. Well, folks, that's the story in a nutshell. Thanks for tuning in to the City Report with Dean Bark. Stay sharp, Perth. Be sure to join me tomorrow for more of the latest, greatest, and maybe some oddities thrown in. Have a good one.